This thing's been a long time coming, and I promised you guys I'd follow you all the way to the downtrend on RUNE until we got some kind of signal that momentum had changed. Guess what's happened, guys? We've got a break of trend of RUNE. That means things are good. That means potentially the bottom's in. So how can you prepare for this trade? What levels are likely to act as resistance? How can you identify each time that you put a high or low, how you can trail your stop loss up, and make sure that you're banking in profit? Okay, we're currently trading at $1.50. RUNE went all the way less than $1, guys. It went all the way to 97 cents. So I said from a fundamental perspective, RUNE had things going on with it. In fact, RUNE dropped from its previous high. This is just one swing, guys. This is just one swing. We'll zoom out in a minute. From that previous high, RUNE dropped 87%, nearly 88%. So an 88% move to the downside in such a short space of time, that's going to hurt people. And I'd said from a trading perspective, we needed one thing to happen. Why did we need that one thing to happen? What does this break signal? Signals the bulls have tried to get, or the bulls have regained some form of momentum. Now, we can read some things from the bottom of this price chart. This is the first thing that we can read, guys. You've put in a bottom, you come back down, you put in a bottom, you've come back down, you put in a bottom. What does this signal? That signals that you're holding a base and this base is acting as support. So the next thing that you do is zoom out, you find out, does this area act as previous support and is there a previous build up of price action at this level when you look left? You can see straight away here, clues look left, guys. That is a strong support zone. So we've held the base, we're holding support, we've hit it once, twice, 3 times. That's signaling that this downtrend here, where you're putting in lower lows, you're putting in lower highs, you're putting in lower lows, lower highs. What's happening here, guys? It's getting weaker. They're not putting in a lower low. But what else does it tell you? What else does this break signal? It signals that you put a bottom in here, or there's a higher probability that you put a bottom in here. And when you put a bottom in, what does that do? Helps you with your risk management. You minimize your risk and you maximize your reward. So basically what I'm saying is you've got stop losses here at 76 cents. That's when you're wrong. That's when you break down to the downside. It's a higher probability that you're going to carry on moving to the upside here. However, that's your protection zone. It's a game of probabilities, guys. The market does whatever the hell it wants. So you've got to prepare yourself. So we understand that there's momentum change. We understand that we've got a break. We understand that there's good risk to reward because it's had such a massive move to the downside. So how can you play this to maximize your reward? If you get, let's stick some fibs on here first. Let's stick some fibs on because this is going to give us our resistance points. From its swing high to its swing low, you've got your 38.2 here, which coincides with this build up of price action. You know that that's going to act as resistance. Why is that important? How can you play a trade as an example? So if you get a move to the upside, you get a big move to the upside here, test the 38.2% retracement. You expect a rejection at the 38.2% retracement. Then what happens? You get a pullback. You get a pullback. Then what happens, guys? Once you've got a pullback, you're waiting for a break. Once you've got a break, what does that signal? The low's in again. Same as here, the low's in again. Or there's a higher probability that the low's in again. So what do you do from a trading perspective? There's your entry. There's your stop loss. This is your risk. 7.57 risk to reward. At this point, once you've put in a higher low, the first thing that you're doing is bringing your stops to break even. What does that do? It gives you a free trade. So you're rolling this on a free trade now. There's a couple of things that can happen. Trend can reverse. This could be a fake out, double top at the 38.2, come back down, stop you out at break even. Right, okay, is that what you want, guys? All that trade would have been for nothing. It was risk-free, but it would have been for nothing. So the second possibility, and this is more of a probability if you're in an uptrend, is you're going to break the 38.2. That signals that this is a low. Put your low in there. What does that do? Allows you to protect yourself up here. When you're protecting yourself up there, what does that do, guys? If the trend reverses, you've actually come out in profit rather than break even. However, we're in an uptrend still. So if you put in, let's pull this across. If you put in another higher low, waiting to break trend, bam, what do you do then? Stop loss, back up here. Because ultimately, guys, the trend's your friend till the bend at the end. So to capitalize on these trades, you can keep increasing your stop loss and increasing your stop loss till the trend reverses, stops you out, but you're going to be stopped out in profit. So this is just a way of reducing risk. Carry on to the upside, carry on to the upside, protect yourself below low, wait for the break. Once you've got the break, the low's in, move your stop loss up. You can keep eating away and eating away because it might come back and test this previous high. It might not come back and test this previous high. You don't know, guys. So make sure that you reduce your risk, protect your capital as much as possible. Preservation of capital is the key, guys. If you can't protect your capital, you can't live to fight another day. So preserve your capital, use it wisely, increase your stop losses if you trade it, increase your stop losses, keep putting it below the high or low. Then when you're stopped out, bam, stopped out in profit. So that's just one way that you can play it, guys. That's one way you can play RUNE. I told you that I'd show you once we got the break, once momentum's changed, momentum has changed. That's where we're wrong below this previous low. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments and I'll see you in the next one.